What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm back with a prediction video. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, a prediction video? There's no wrestling this week. Or is any sports ball. Maybe there's a soccer game, but that's not what I'm talking about. In fact, there is no wrestling per se this week, but there is this coming Wednesday, actually. And you don't know what I'm talking about. It's actually Lucha Underground's Ultima Lucha Dos. Yes, actually. No, I think it's about time I finally decided to give this little promotion some recognition, actually. So, what can I say about this promotion? Holy crap, you really gotta check them out. They are phenomenal. If you love Lucha Libre, you will love this show. And if you're a fan of Robert Rodriguez or movies in general, you will love this show, actually, because he is the executive producer of the show. And what they do is I think they've hit the niche with, how I look at wrestling, like everything being like a movie. Well, essentially, they hit the niche of actually, creating like a pseudo movie with the backstage stuff, that Robert Rodriguez films actually, and it's amazing. It hits that perfect niche actually, and it's great, and like just the action is just top notch. You really gotta check them out, actually. All right, so this week is their Ultimate Lucha finale, their second one, and I don't know if it's a step up from last year or a step down from last year, but it's a 3-part finale spread over 3 weeks. Yes. So, whereas last year it was a 2-part finale, and part 1 was an hour long, and part 2 was like a 2-hour long special, which that was something. But now this year it's only like a 3-part, and it's only like an hour each. So, very interesting. I don't know. So, anyway, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to give my predictions for this amazing 3-week wrap up that hopefully, tops off an amazing season, in my opinion, of Lucha Libre, actually. So, so this is very rare. This is the very first non-pay-per-view wrestling event that I'm doing predictions for. So, that's very interesting, actually. So, I actually posted most of the card on my Facebook page. So for all my Facebook viewers, yes, that's most of the card. However, I missed 2 matches, actually. The 2 matches I missed are Azteca Dragon Jr. versus Black Lotus, and a 4-corner survival match, or as I call it, the winner gets a unique opportunity. It's Tejano, the Mac, or Willie Mac, an independent wrestler, Cage, and Son of Havoc, actually. So, it's a very unique match because all 4 of those men are all technicos, or good guys, and they each bring something to the table, actually. So, you have Havoc, a former trios champion. You have Tejano, a member of a wrestling family down in Mexico, and then you have Cage and Matt and Willie Mack, who are popular independent wrestlers in the California area that have somewhat garnered a following in the Temple, actually. Yeah, the Temple, that's where they do all their TV and all that. So it's pretty darn cool, actually. So you really got to check out the show. So anyway, who I think's gonna win this match? I'm thinking Cage, because he does have a bit of a following in the Temple. Fans will love him, and people that say he's not a man, he's a machine. And sure enough, he is. Like just a couple weeks ago, him and Montanza, the company's champion, went to frickin' war, and I've never seen Cage or even our champion being dominated by a guy like Cage. And this guy he's jacked, he's ripped as hell, and like, my God, that's just saying something. So, in my pick, I'm thinking he should win this ultimate opportunity or unique opportunity match, because my gut feeling is that I have a feeling, even though Dario's not going to admit it, pardon me, there, is that whoever wins the match will probably get first crack at the championship in season 3. That's my feeling. Okay, so I'm picking Cage all the way. As for Azteca Dragon Jr. versus Black Lotus, it's an intergender match because Black Lotus is a girl, and get this, she's also a former WWE diva that unfortunately got fired for reasons I really don't want to talk about. Her run in the company didn't really last too long, actually. So she's better off being in Lucha Underground. So my pick, I'm thinking with Azteca Dragon Jr. all the way. That way you can finally put this storyline or in this plotline that's been dragging since season 1 to bed, actually. I really don't want to give too much of the plot away, so I'm just going to say this. Hopefully Azteca Dragon will avenge the death of the original Aztec Dragon. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Use your imagination there. So that's that. Now for the rest of the card, we have our 7-way match for the Gifted of Gods title, the company's secondary championship. which I really love that secondary championship. It's a belt made of 7 medallions or talismans symbolizing the 7 ancient Aztec tribes of Mexico, actually. And and when put together onto this belt, they formed the Gift of the Gods Championship. And I love the concept of that. So yeah, that enough said there. So we have 7 compares. We have Sexy Star, Daga, Mario Moth Martinez, Mariposa, Killshot, Sinestro, and a mystery entrant, actually. So, the mystery entrant, actually, for all the fans of the Temple, they don't know who it is, but us at home, we know who it is. It's this brand new luchador. His name's Nightclaw, and he's got Brat Bass mask, actually. So I can't tell. It's like blend between Tiger Mask and King from Tekken. So I can't wait to see this guy in action. So, in my opinion, I'm thinking he's going to be one of my picks to win, either him or Sexy Star, actually, because both of them. Because let's see, with Sexy Star, she's definitely has a following, and not to mention she went to war early in the season. Her and Mariposa competed in a no moss match or an I quit match. They fought in the ring, out of the ring, and both women bled. Yes. Even they fought up into the rafters above the ring, and holy crap. And that was really concerning most of us. And holy shit, what a match. So, my opinion, I'm thinking Sexy Star to win the Gift of the Gods because she deserves it. Because not to mention, and also possibly a good member, she could be in that match of worthy candidates. So that's what I'm saying there. Then we have Taya versus Ivelisse. Actually, this is a luchadora match. Taya is a prodigy of Lance Storm, actually, and she's a Rudo, actually, and also she's the love squeeze of Johnny Mundo, another top heel or Rudo in Lucha Underground. And if you don't know who Johnny Mundo is, it's John Morrison from WWE, actually. So say what you want about John Morrison, he's actually doing pretty well for himself. You think otherwise, you're a fucking idiot. Pardon my language. But anyway, so that's her. And Ivelisse, she's also a WWE superstar. Well, yeah, she competed on Tough Enough. But I don't know that. And actually, I believe she actually won the Shine title, actually. The development or such promotion to Shimmer, actually, coming down in Florida, actually. So, yeah. So there's a lot going on there. So, and these two have been at each other's throats since a couple weeks ago because they competed in a 6-2 survive match. The winner of the match would get shot at the Lucha Underground title. And so they've been at each other's throats since. So, who I think is going to win? Well, let's see. As much as I'm pulling for for Ivelisse to win because she is the baddest bitch in the building, because she has that scrappiness or toughness to her. But honestly, I'm thinking Ty's going to win because, like I said, because she still has a lot to prove, and not to mention she is. I'm sorry, I hate to do this because she's also by association to Johnny Mundo because she is supposedly, he is a top heel, so kind of makes sense there. So I'm thinking Taya, but who knows? Maybe they'll surprise the hell out of us. But now speaking of Johnny Mundo, now I'm gonna segue into that match because then the next match is for the Trios Championship because Johnny Mundo, he's 1/3 of the Trios Championship, along with Jack Evans and PJ Black, another former WWE superstar. And they'll be defending the Trios Championships against the Super Friends, as people have called them, of Phoenix, Drago, and Aerostar. And I'm loving how they finally pulled this all together, actually. Earlier on in the season, Jack Evans and Drago were in the midst of a match, and somehow Jack Evans won, and then he started calling himself the Dragon Slayer that really got under Drago's skin, actually. And then, of course, it would involve PJ Black and Aerostar, and then Phoenix would get involved because at one point in the series, early in the season, he was thrown into a tandem with Jack Evans and PJ Black and try to go after the Trios Championship. They lost, actually. So, and then, of course, they ended up turning on him, and then Johnny Mundo ended up replacing him in their little clique. So there's a lot of heat there. So who I think's going to win? My mind's going to be on the Super Friends because here's the reason why. They work pretty darn well together, and here's my proof. They look up the Chikara's King of Trios tournament because holy crap, they really do blend well together and pull together the perfect traditional Lucha Libre style. So really look that up. So my opinion, Phoenix, Drago, and Aerostar over the other guys. All right. Now, before I get into the big heavy hitters, we have a very interesting match. We have King Cuerno versus Mil Muertes in a death match, actually. So, yeah. Hardcore match, finally. Let there be blood and let there be bloodshed. So, and I'm also calling this right now, let there be tacks, chairs, and barbed wire, because last Ultima Lucha event, Pentagon and Vampiro competed in a hardcore match, and they used tacks, light tubes, chairs, and a flaming table. So, yeah, I'm noticing a trend here. So, yeah, try to hit everything, your niche for every kind of match. You know, you got regular Lucha match, you got women's match, and then now, of course, throw in a hardcore match. So, why the hell not? So, definitely you got to hit that kind of niche. So, yeah, that's what I'm throwing out there. So, let there be tacks, chairs, and barbed wire, for my opinion, of what they're probably going to throw out. Who I think is going to win? Well, let's see. Since Mil Muertes has been resurrected more times than the Undertaker. No, I'm kidding, not really. And King Cuerno, who's essentially actually a hunter, the king, or the thrill of the hunt, as people call him. So I'm thinking Mil Muertes, because he has done it. He's unleashed. He's angry. He's just a pissed off man, actually. And So let me explain what's going on between them. Supposedly, a couple weeks ago, actually, supposedly Mil Muertes was competed in a casket match against Matanza, the company's champion, and he lost. And then after the match, as the casket was being taken away, supposedly one of the guys one of the druids throws off his hood, and it turns out it's King Cuerno, and supposedly they're like, uh-oh. So, and this was going on as the credits were rolling. Everyone's like, wait a minute. Did King Cuerno just really take Mil Muertes? And yes, and sure enough, like the following week, a little backstage segment in his cottage, he's got Mil Muertes and sealed up in his casket in his home. I'm like, good Lord, it's like put him on display like a taxidermy trophy. Good Lord, man, that's dark. So then I'm like, oh my God. So that's essentially, he breaks out, resurrecting all that. So yeah, a lot of heat and bad blood there. So let there be bloodshed. I'm thinking Mil Muertes, because King Cuerno, as much as I love the guy, he's pretty darn cool. I love and respect him, but Mil Muertes is probably going to beat the ever-loving crap out of him. So, enough said there. Then we have our two big main events. We have Prince Puma versus Rey Mysterio in the ultimate dream match, in my opinion. And holy crap, I don't know who to pick here. It's like you're rooting for the underdog, then you're rooting for the guy that everyone loved. Well, technically, they're both underdogs, but essentially, without Rey Mysterio, there wouldn't be any Lucha or Lucha Underground in general. So, then you have Prince Puma, and he's the face of Lucha Underground, so that's saying something. So, I really don't know who to pick in this situation. It's really tough to pick, so I just want to see an incredible dream match. So, I just hope they bring everything to the table and just put on an absolute Lucha clinic, okay? And if it truly is, if I were Dave Meltzer, I'd also keep an eye on this match, because it could probably be another match of the year candidate, actually. All right? And then finally, our main event, the main event of the Ultima Lucha, is Pentagon Jr. versus Matanza, or the company's champion. So, holy shit, actually, because the last time these two fought, Matanza broke Pentagon, actually, and by broke, as in he actually broke his back and broke his ribs, actually, and he was out. He was out for like weeks on end, actually, until like up to a couple weeks ago, when during the 6 to Survive, the tournament kind of thing, like all of a sudden he's back and he says, "I'm back in. I'm going after you, Matanza," that kind of thing. So, who I think's gonna win? I really am pulling for Pentagon, but my honest opinion, I think, is Matanza is probably going to retain. So, but I just want to see some amazing Lucha action. Okay, so those are all my picks, and I have no idea what nights each of these matches are gonna occur. So I have a feeling, obviously, those two big matches are probably gonna stand for part 3, maybe. So. It's amazing, okay? You really got to check out Lucha Underground, okay? They're every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the El Rey Network. If you don't get El Rey Network, I'm going to leave you guys a link in the description. You can check out BollyRules.tv. You will find everything wrestling related, not just WWE. You will find TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Hell, all that, you'll find it right there. Even some UFC stuff, actually. So you can thank that guy, okay? So, all right, so those are my predictions. If you're going to watch Lucha Underground, please check them out. I want to hear your predictions for any Lucha Underground fans out there. And keep it tuned here for some more awesome videos.